Hesitant to make 5 changes heading into this game?
Oh no, not really. I mean, we're lucky that the form underneath's been really strong in the Magpies, and so the boys we've brought in are really been in good, strong form. Played a fair bit of AFL football anyhow. So I mean, Crack's played a bit of footy this year. Mitch has played a bit of footy this year. Maury's been a bit unlucky with a couple of things that have happened for him, and and Archer's even played some games of football. 2 of them are clearly injured, so we didn't have a choice. So effectively, we've made 3 changes that we thought we needed to make.
A lot's made about the chemistry in the football team. Do you think that'll at all be disrupted?
Oh, well, it can be. That's why you don't like to make too many changes all at once, and you're a little reluctant. But there comes a time when you've just got to be able to give some freshness to the side too, and a little bit of confidence back to the side who haven't been dealing with what's going on.
Archie, Moore and Cracker care to sort of bigger bodies around the footy. Is that an idea of bringing those guys in?
Yeah, well, certainly Archie and Moore are both big body midfielders, so they certainly help us and share the load there. So it allows some of our other players to play in some different positions. And Crack certainly brings some composure to our back half and some real elite ball use, with the ability to play forward as well.
A bit of an odd set of circumstances that's happened around Crack. How's he handled the past couple of weeks?
Oh no, it's been what it has, and he was aware of his situation coming in the season, being rookie, and us having to put him back for that couple of week period. But look, to be fair, he was probably in need of a couple of stronger performances at that time, so he's gone back and played for the Magpies and played well, and we had the opportunity now to promote him.
Is that difficult for him, Ken? I mean, he has to almost wait for someone to get injured for 8 to 10 weeks to get another crack at the AFL? Like, is that just a nuance of the rookie list, I suppose?
Oh no, I don't think it's exactly what it is, but there's nothing that you should be worried about. If your form was good enough, Crack would have stayed there. Now, his form wasn't quite as strong as it needed to be to demand to hold that position, so that made the decision for us one that we had to make.
And good for Jacko as well?
Yeah, really good. I mean, obviously get Jacko back in the side. We talk about Mitch and Maury and Arch playing footy. Well, we all know Jacko's pretty important to us.
This morning, Chelsea stood on the sideline. How is he?
He's fine. For Joe, it's pretty typical on a what we call a captain's run. It's not doing too much. He's at that stage of his career. He knows where he's at. Trained really, really well Wednesday. There's no doubt that he'll play. There's not one question of doubt in my mind that he's going to play the game.
The other day, Robbie Gray looked a little bit sore. He was on the sideline doing a few extra stretches. Is he all good to go?
It's round 12. That's what happens. They get a bit sore. They feel some bumps and bruises, and they do certain things that are a bit different through the week. Robbie's fine. He'll play.
Are the boys sore? Are you hanging out for that week off?
No, not at all. I think we're in a pretty good position. We've got a couple of injuries, but every club has. But they're long-term injuries, so they're not ones that you're going to miss them or combative is making them a bit sore. I'm sure the boys will enjoy the break, but more often than not, if you said you're going to keep playing next week, they'll be fine.
Cam Mitchell's inclusion, is that still a job on someone like Murphy?
No. Mitch brings lots of stuff to the team. He can do those sorts of roles for us, but he's also got this unbelievable ability to run and cover the ground. And we know the MCG is a big ground, so it's our chance to get there and play in those spaces, and hopefully he can bring something to the team.
Is there a risk, Ken, that the boys maybe underestimate Carlton, think they're bottom of the ladder, or is the reality of this season going to be ready for the start?
Anyone who underestimates anyone in this competition is not in this competition. I don't think it happens. I think that's what I'm trying to say. No one gets caught in that position, and we as coaches tell you every week that the competition is as close as it's ever been, and it will continue to be that way for the rest of the year. Ladder positions are irrelevant other than at the end of each round.
Just how strong do you see Carlton if you don't underestimate them? How strong?
Well, we've seen them play their last game against Adelaide and play really well, and bar a couple of little things that went against them, they could have quite easily come away with a win in that game of football. They played strong footy the week before against Sydney. They've obviously had a change in their coach, and that's given them a bit of freedom and a bit of freshness. And Johnny will have them playing that way, and we look forward to the opportunity to go over there, but we know the challenge is coming.
Ball movement's obviously been something that you guys have been working on this week. Just how much of an improvement have you seen?
Oh no, look, we're working on all parts of the game all through the week, whether it be stoppage, whether it be defence, and whether it's ball movement. But clearly the thing that's been made a bit of is our ability to move the ball the way we would like to. That's what the opposition make you do sometimes. We're going to try and challenge that as much as we can, like we do every week, and this week will be no different.
You touched on not underestimating Carlton, and without overstating it, last week was big. Is this week even bigger in terms of ladder position?
Yeah, not so much. Look, it is clearly when you sit there and you can look at the ladder and say, okay, well we need to win to stay where we want to be. But every week's big. I don't go into any game any different as far as how the pressure feels, and I'm sure the team doesn't do it any differently. We just know that small margins you work with in this game are there every week. Now, at the end of the round, the ladder's what's important. That's what you look at.
So it's just a box to tick and then move on?
Well, it's a box you have to tick to be able to move on, and that's the key ingredient for us. Is we need to go there and play our best footy, and if we don't, we're going to lose the game of football. And playing our best football still doesn't give you guarantees. All right.